and welcome to Easy Breezy Life. Today's video is something about motherhood and it's going to be some real serious talk. So before I start the video, I will get the formalities out of the way by saying please subscribe to my channel, please tap the bell button so that you get regular updates whenever I upload a new video. And now back to today's topic. Today's video is about something that I have personally dealt with during my motherhood journey, which isn't that long yet. It's just been 15 months since I brought my son into this world. Today's video is something related to a mother's psyche. It's about mom guilt. Mom guilt essentially is this pervasive, never ending feeling of not doing enough for your child. And if you're about to stop watching this video because you're not a mom, just hear me out. Today's video is not just for mothers, it's for parents in general and for children as well. I was able to realize the feelings that I had could be labeled as mom guilt. Watch this video to know what it is so that you can recognize it in people you love. I am not saying that only mothers deal with any sort of guilt with their child's upbringing. Fathers do too. I am just talking about a mother's perspective and a mother's psyche. As I said before, it is this feeling that you're not doing enough for your child. You may be moving heaven and earth for them, but this feeling just doesn't go. And I was burdened with this guilt for a few months when I started searching for answers. I wanted to know why I was feeling this. I wanted to know if others felt the same way. Trust me, I did not know of this term 15 months back. There may be many reasons, but I feel that we as women have been conditioned to believe that we are natural caregivers. Anything and everything around us indicates that we are supposed to be perfect. Look at advertisements. They show a mother with a newborn holding them close to their heart. To be true, I did not even know how to hold a newborn. Or maybe I did and I was too scared of hurting him. There are a lot of things around us which raise our own expectations of how we will perform as a mother. Be it print media or electronic media and social media. And as if that was not enough, there are people around us always hounding us and giving us suggestions to how to parent your child. Now let me tell you that mom guilt isn't specific to stay-at-home moms or working moms. Stay-at-home moms have to deal with what you do all day at home. Why can't you take care of your child a little better? And working moms, you left your child at home. Oh my God, I could never do that. So there's so much judgment on both sides. Mom guilt might be happening because you yourself set such high expectations for your role as a mother and you're not able to live up to it for any reason whatsoever. Or it could be the conditioning by the society that says that a mother is supposed to do these particular things in order to be known as a good mom. So due to all the stimuli around me, I just assumed that I should enjoy every moment of motherhood. So when I was struggling to care for my child after delivery, even though I had so much support from my family for a multitude of reasons, be it lack of sleep or complexities of breastfeeding, etc., etc., I felt so inadequate, I felt guilty, and I felt ashamed. I kept blaming myself for not enjoying seeing my baby grow, reach a new milestone, do something amusing and amazing every single day. Don't get me wrong, my child's development was the most important thing for me and is the most important thing for me. I remember the first time he rolled over, the first time he put his foot in his mouth, literally. They were such beautiful and exciting moments. But when this was not happening, I was in a really dark place and I was alone. I think I realized it, but I just didn't want to say it out loud that everything around me was overwhelming me. For a long time after my delivery, I felt guilty for being tired all the time. I felt guilty for not picking up my baby and calming him down within 2 seconds of him crying. At one point, all I wanted to do was just get some shut eye, maybe sleep for 2 hours at a stretch, and I felt guilty for that as well. And to top it all, there are n number of suggestions. So there are random people coming up and saying things like, bottle feed किया, breast feed नहीं किया, pacifier दे दिया, आदत लग जाएगी, दांत खराब हो जाएंगे. Sometimes when people give these expert opinions, all you hear is, you're a bad mom. That is what I perceived a few times I was told how to bring up my child. I gave up working by the end of my first trimester because I was nauseous all the time. I was puking, and in general, I just couldn't eat. I know a lot of you might say that by the end of first trimester, that's just too early to leave your job. I know, believe me, so many people told me. And maybe that's when the guilt started, that early on. Even before I got to hold my baby in my arms, I was made to feel guilty for giving up my career. But once he was born, a different sort of guilt took over. My first few thoughts were, when can I start working? If I don't work, I will not be able to set a good example for my child. I want to show him what being independent is all about. And then I thought, no. It's too early to even think about this. Right now, my child needs me. So I pushed these thoughts away to some deep, dark corner of my brain. I went from, I'm a bad mom because I'm not setting a good example for him by working, to, I'm a bad mom because I'm going to go out and work and not have enough time for him. And all this was in my head, just in my head. The guilt manifested in the form of so many thoughts, but there was one constant factor. It made me feel inadequate as a mother. This guilt ran so deep that at one point I was just totally consumed by it, and I didn't know what to do. So the last part, dealing with it. Have I dealt with it? Yes. Do I not have any guilt anymore? No, I still have mom guilt, and some days are worse than others. But now I have been able to make myself understand that it's okay. It's okay that you're feeling this way. I tell myself today's another day. I have been able to keep him happy, make him laugh today. And when tomorrow comes, I'll do my best tomorrow as well. So I'm taking things light and trying to live in the moment. After a particularly bad episode of a breakdown, my wise and supportive husband once told me, do you think you'll be able to see him crawl after a month? No, he'll be walking. And a month after that, he'll be running. And then you will long for the time when he came crawling towards you for your embrace. Your embrace, his mother's embrace, and no one else's. Because for him, you are the best mom he could ever have, who provided him with a comfortable environment before he was born and is continuing to do so every single day after his birth. And when he said that to me, that was the moment that I broke in a good way. I started talking. The key to overcoming this guilt, rather dealing with it, is to talk. Talk to someone about how you feel. Talk to your partner. Talk to your parents. Talk to your neighbors if you have that sort of relationship with them. And if required, talk to a professional. Mom guilt is not recognized as a condition or a disease in the field of medicine, but it is real. I felt it. Many other women have felt it. And many people who felt this don't even know that this is mom guilt. Talk about it, get it out of your system. Acknowledging it, talking about your feelings out loud will definitely lessen it. The feeling of guilt might not go today or tomorrow or maybe for the next 20 years, but at least by talking about it, you will have lessened the burden of it on yourself. Why am I talking about it? Because I want to start a conversation. Even after starting my channel, it took me a few months to convince myself to talk about this, to convince myself to gear myself emotionally, because I'm scared. I'm scared that by watching this video, people will judge me. People will judge me because I am saying that I did not enjoy every moment of my motherhood. People might say, how can she feel that? Let alone say it out loud. Or they might say, even if she felt this, why is she saying it out loud? And touting herself as a bad mom. I am scared of being judged. But it is time to have a conversation. Ask people around you if they have felt this. And if they have, talk to them about it. Tell them that it's okay. There is nothing like a perfect mom. There's nothing like a perfect child. We are not clones of a perfect specimen. Everyone is unique. Everyone is different. Parenting styles are different. The personality that children take up are different. They learn it from their experiences. And as parents, even if you mess up here or there, it's okay. You want the best for your child. Don't be so hard with yourself. Watch this video, and I'm not even going to say that like this video and etc etc. But please share this video. Share this video with a mother. Share this video with the person who is about to enter motherhood. Share it with any loved one who you think needs it. Or even if you don't share it, watch it and be aware of this feeling, so that the next time you spot someone under the immense pressure of being a perfect mom, you can just talk to them and lessen that burden and tell them that it's okay and it's going to be fine. I really hope this video resonates with you, and I really hope it helps out at least one person. I hope just one person gets the courage to talk about her feelings out loud with anybody. I hope there's just one person who gets benefited by this video. I hope there's just one person whose burden I have lessened today by telling them that they are not alone facing this feeling. There are many, many women. I'll see you soon with another video. Stay happy, stay healthy.